Hello and welcome to the Sony Mommy channel. Today we're going to review ColourPop's Fade into Hue. This is what I created with this palette. First things first, when you open up the packaging, it is so well wrapped, so well taken care of. I mean, it's bubble wrap heaven. My little ones were just popping everything. But anyway, I wanted to show you what the packaging looked like by pretty much showing you live how everything was wrapped up. I mean, look at that package. It's so pretty with all the florals and everything. I mean, it was such a happy feeling opening this up. I really was looking forward to this just because it is a rainbow of colors, and I mean, it's such a perfect palette to have everything in one and all sorts of colors. So I'm going to show you here what that looks like. So this is the actual palette itself. I mean, the title says it all. The packaging kind of shows what it is. The back shows all the names of the palette, colors and names and etc., and everything else that comes with ColourPop, their vegan friendly and etc. And look at that. That is exactly what I thought it would look like from the pictures and what it is in person. It has all the colors of the rainbow. I mean, you can make so many different things with this. I am only showing one creation that I had made using pink because why not? Girly time. And so I'm going to show you all those colors and kind of do this really fast little tutorial on how to use this palette using the pink tones and the pink hues. So yeah, thank you guys for joining. The colors I used was Lovecraft, Prismatic, Paradise, and Atelier. So I'm just going to show you guys the basic on how I prep. So I'm going to go through this really fast. I'm going to be using MAC Prep and Prime, and yes, my husband is behind me, so I'm just playing around. So yes, the spray is called MAC Prep and Prime Fix, and it's $29 here in the United States. So there we go, spray, spray, spray. Let it dry a little bit. You know, I think I kind of help it dry by doing that, but really I should have like a fan or something. And the other thing, I hydrate my lips to get that all prepped. I am not loyal to a chapstick or chapstick brand, so I really kind of just use anything that I have. I'm also going to be using the MAC Pro Longwear as my foundation. And you guys, this is I think it's an okay foundation. It's not my favorite. It's not longwear as it says. Maybe I'm not using the proper prep items, but it is very lightweight. It is, you know, you can make it heavier if you need to, but I'm just going to use my blending brush here. And it's not, like I mentioned, it's not an all day longwear. I have other foundation, but for this particular look, this is the look that I wanted to go for, and so I used this makeup here. And yeah, so I'm just going to speed through this because we already know you got to blend, 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 you know, sponge, 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 hydrate, hydrate, all that kind of stuff. So I did have my background noise in mute because I do have two little ones, and not that they don't say anything cute or anything. So there she is. There's one, our oldest one. But yeah, I work full-time. I have a 9-to-5 day job, and then I am a full-time mom as well. You know that if you are a full-time mom, that is all day, all night. Sometimes you get more breaks than others, but every once in a while I do have makeup that I put on, but it's not an everyday thing anymore. Not like when I was in my early 20s whatsoever. It's not that I don't want to. Sometimes I just don't have the patience for it or the time. So actually this video I had recorded when I lived in our other house, and we have since sold that house and moved. So I actually had to put this video on hold for a second because most of my items were packed up. So my camera and etc. and equipment had been packed up, and then when you move somewhere new, you just you know, want to get settled in and everything. Right here, I'm kind of covering up my really dark acne spots. Unfortunately, even though I'm 30, I still get some acne. And then I should be using concealer, but I just don't really like the one I had. I had used the MAC concealer before. So what I'm going to do is actually use my foundation and use that as concealer and kind of help my eyebrows a little bit by just making them more, highlighting them more, kind of making it cleaner. I don't you know, if you've seen my eyebrows before in any of my other videos, they are a little bit hairy. It's okay. I'm not mad about it. I just have to work with them a little bit more than most people. I fill them in just like anybody else. I have little spots here and there. So there I am using the same foundation to kind of clean things up. And this really helps just because it just makes things look nicer, cleaner, and you don't necessarily have to like pluck so much or, you know, cover up the little stray hair, etc. So I use that brush right there. And that brush is really old. I have no idea what it's called anymore, but it is a Sigma Beauty brush. I love those things. I've had it for about 10 years. I've considered kind of ordering more, but you know, if it's still going, why replace it? But actually I kind of want to replace it because it's so worn by now. The brushes are great. It's just the wooden part is a little worn now, even though I clean it up every once in a while. Okay, so I'm about to show you this Urban Decay Threesome palette. I have bought this thing probably 3 or 4 times already. I used it for my wedding look, and I just feel that it's just suited for me and my color. And I really like the highlight. It doesn't have these massive glitter particles on you. It's just a highlight, it's a shimmer, so I love that. And also the blush and the bronzer. So I guess I could say that I'm a fan of this Urban Decay Threesome, and I think it's in the lighter shade too. Again, that is a Sigma Beauty brush. I've had those for about 10 years. I'm sorry I wouldn't be able to tell you. I think somewhere in this video I kind of show you something equivalent to, and I have not used that particular product, but I have used Sigma Beauty before and I really love that. So there I am showing you that I'm going to put on some blush. I'm not a huge fan of looking completely pink, so I may kind of blend that in a little bit more. Oh, there's my husky. He kind of comes in from time to time too. He is such a little hyper thing. Anyway, so back to the video. Here I am going to start putting the highlight. I'm just showing you really fast because the whole main point of this video is the Into Hue palette, and I will show that in a little bit of a slow-mo. So as you can see, I'm cleaning up a few areas like my inner eye circle, like a little bit of makeup smudge, whatever it may be. And pretty much I'm just going to do that for the rest of this little section here. And I put a little bit of highlight on my nose and on the bridge of my nose. I am right-handed, so I'm sorry that my hand's like in the way, but you're not missing too much there. There's not like a technique or anything or a special magic wisp of your hand in any way. I put some on my lips too, or on the top of my lips, and a little bit on the bottom. I think I put a little bit of bronzer. I had seen somewhere that this helps accentuate your lips. You let me know by the end of this video if you think that helped. That is one technique you probably are seeing there that I use quite often, and that I will blow on the brush to help not have so much product on one area of my nose. I bronzed it out a little bit just because, I don't know, I feel like it's something that's just been trending. I've never tried it, so I decided to try it for this video. And again, I'm cleaning up my eyebrows, cleaning up that area up there, my eyes. Every once in a while I get a few things on there. And here are those brushes that I was talking about. They're called Sigma Beauty. This is what I found that's equivalent to. They're not very expensive, actually. That's what I really liked about them. And like I mentioned, I've had them for about 10 years, so I pretty much got my money's worth. This is a lip pencil from MAC. It's called Soar. It's about $18. It was kind of pricey, but honestly, I used it for my wedding and decided that I'm just going to keep reusing it over and over for different looks. I really do like that pink hue. I just feel like it suits me. It may not be for everyone, but you know, that's what I had used for this video. So there's the fade into hue. I'm not really sure what I'm thinking about there. I think I was just trying to decide how I was going to have my eye look. So let's get started and open up the palette. The colors I used was Lovecraft, Prismatic, Paradise, and Atelier. So in reality, the total duration for this makeup look was about 20 to 25 minutes, but due to the editing of the film and or pressing play and then stopping in between to kind of attend to the kids and whatnot. And then my husband's in the background, I got dogs, all that stuff. But you know, if you are looking to make this look, it's not going to take this long. The video is obviously longer because I had to stop and kind of show some things, slow it down a bit. So I decided not to slow down the video in the end because there really isn't a technique that is a secret or anything. I'm sure you guys already know. The one thing I do probably think that you should focus on would be blending. So as long as you got some sort of blending tool, like a brush for instance, or anything else to help you blend the colors through to make sure they don't look as harsh, you know, and it fades into the right area, or fades into hue as the makeup look says. And you know, you can, it's like cooking, you can pick different ingredients, different colors like I'm showing you there, mix them together, and then, you know, make it all work. So I just showed a little bit ago the palette. It's only $34 US dollars, and it came right away. It wasn't, you know, a huge deal. I think it's really a good amount for the, you know, the amount of palettes, or not palettes, the amount of eyeshadow you get. I think it's amazing. Right there I'm using Paradise, and don't worry if I have some fallout, we will take care of that in a little bit. And so there I am trying to take care of that, as you see there. But I really do think you get your money's worth for all those colors and all the different, you know, looks that you can do. So, you know, today in particular, I felt like doing pink, but later on, I'm more of a cools color, or, you know, blue hues. I like blues and greens a lot. I recently started liking pink because I have girls, you know, in my family. But, you know, so they feel like pink is their favorite color right now. And so they always ask me to choose pink or pick pink or something like that. So, sorry guys, I sound a little spacey sometimes, just because I have a lot of thoughts in my mind, and sometimes I feel like I'm just not talking fast enough, or I'm already thinking of the next thing to say, and it kind of like overlaps. The one thing that I had with this, the one hesitation I had with Color into Hue was it did sort of remind me of like those variety packs that you would get at your local department store, let's say, or your local drugstore more like, and it had like every single color you've ever dreamed of. And I was a little hesitant that, you know, when you do get those, I don't want to name any brands or anything like that because first of all, I can't remember, but second of all, when you do get those like value packs of all sorts of different eyeshadow colors, they're not as pigmented, or they're not as it's almost like when you try them, the color is not even the same. They're just really light, they don't stick to you, they're almost like that Halloween makeup that you get from the Halloween store. But truly, this Into Hue is really pigmented. I only had to put a little bit on the brush, and if I wanted to do more, I could build on it. You know, and they have different colors of pink, or different hues of pink and other colors. So if you wanted to start with dark and then blend into a lighter, or you felt like having glitter, they have like each type of variety that you want. So yeah, at first I was a little hesitant to buy this because I did think it was going to be like that drugstore variety pack that you would get, but it's really not like that at all whatsoever. So I do recommend it. And then here I am cleaning up the fallout that I had in the end. I didn't put tape or anything, or the makeup tape that people use. I just don't really think it's necessary. I think it looks really cool when girls are, or other people, I should say, are putting their makeup on and their eyeshadows on and eyeshadow on. And they have that really cool, aesthetically pleasing tape with, you know, really cute designs. But I just didn't have that, and I wasn't about to put actual tape on my face and pull off my peach fuzz in any way. So every time I use pink glitter in some way, it always reminds me of how I got caught using makeup for the very first time, and I wasn't allowed to. So I was born into a Hispanic family. Not all Hispanics are the same, but in my family, I was not allowed to wear makeup unless I was older. So in 7th and 8th grade, I felt a little bit left out because all the other girls were wearing makeup, and I wanted to wear makeup too. So I had this really cute like eyeliner, pink eyeliner that I had, but I wasn't allowed to use outside of my house. It was just for like dress up or for play, but one day I decided I'm going to take it in my backpack and I'm going to put makeup on or this eyeliner on while I'm at school, and then when I get home I'm going to take it off, you know, so my mom doesn't know. But number one thing about glitter is that you can never get rid of glitter. I mean, you could have glitter particles in your eye or on your eyelid forever. So obviously my mom probably had an idea that I was doing that. But one time I decided that I was going to put eyeliner on after second period or third period, whenever it is that you get your break during middle school. And I had forgotten that I had a dentist appointment. And so my mom came to pick me up and I had already put on the glitter eyeliner and completely forgotten about it. So not until we got in the car, my mom like looks at me and then says like, "So you're putting on makeup while you're at school, huh? You're just smuggling makeup in your backpack and then taking it off when you get home." And I felt so dumb, obviously, but you know, now looking back at it, it's kind of like, you know, my mom probably did the same thing and whatnot. But at that point, she did say that I was allowed, or I had permission to wear makeup in a very minimal, very minimal amount. She said the eyeliner that I had was okay, glitter eyeliner is fine. But she didn't want heavy makeup necessarily while I went to school because it was a distraction. But I do love eyeliner, probably from my love affair of hiding eyeliner while I was in junior high. And I am looking for an eyeliner that I can fall in love with. Right there, I'm using the ColourPop eyeliner. It's not very expensive at all. It's actually really good. I got two different colors. I got the dark brown color and the black. I don't remember exactly what they call their colors for those, but I do know that I do like them. And I kind of wish that in this video I would have made more of a wing. I think that's kind of too minimal. I needed to go a little more over the top. So pretty much we're just going to tidy up the look. I always, for some reason, finish my look with the mascara last. I never go first or anything like that. I do know that some individuals like to do their eyeshadow before they do the foundation. I'm the kind of gal that does foundation and then eyeshadow. I'm sure there's a science to why I should be doing the opposite of what I currently do, but I normally end and add the final touch with adding mascara. And this is Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's about $25. Not my complete favorite. I normally use Too Faced mascara, and I think it's called something sexy. I'm sure you guys already know. Or Better Than Sex, actually. It's not even sexy. It's just Better Than Sex. But I decided to change mascara for whatever reason, just because I always bought it and I always like to, you know, figure out what else is out there. Maybe there's a product that might be better suited for me or improved or whatever it might be. But this one, I didn't think it was, I think it's equivalent to the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced, but I think I still prefer Too Faced over this one. But that's just me. You know, everybody else might have something different. So there's my lip color that I kind of went over previously. I really love this lip color. I had actually looked up a lot of reviews on what would be the ideal lip color for a wedding, and a lot of people and a lot of brides had mentioned that this was like the go-to color. I liked it for my wedding. You know, it was just something that I decided on. And I know that makeup has expiration dates. You must be wondering, like, did I just get married recently? Not really. At the time of the video, I think I had been married for about, at the very least, 1.5 years. So yeah, it was probably over its expiration date for sure. But I'm still going to keep using it. And I don't share my lipstick or lip liners with anybody. And I'm really, I don't want to say like I'm really clean. I don't really stash my makeup anywhere in like very humid places or anything like that. So, you know, it's still good. It doesn't smell weird. It's fine. It still works. Here I am just messing with the light because obviously I've been doing this for quite some time now, and I realized that the camera light was lit, or not camera light, but the sunlight was hitting the camera funny. So sorry about that. Just having some fun and smiles. So while you watch me play around with the camera and the lighting and all that, I do really recommend this Into Hue palette. Obviously, I only use pink, but I can't wait to use the other colors. I actually had created a different look after this using the purple hues. Right now it's like Play-Doh to me. Like I don't want to mix the colors yet, but I will eventually, and then I'll post something like that. I also got some other ColourPop products, so can't wait to use those too. I ended up making a TikTok video on just that clip where it had no audio, but it didn't do that well. It only had like 158 views or something like that. Obviously nothing incredible to share, but I just like that it had the lighting so cool. I don't know. Well, hey guys, thank you for joining. You know where to find me on YouTube. Please follow me or consider following me. And then you can also find me on TikTok at the Sony Mommy, and also on Instagram, same thing, at the Sony Mommy. Bye guys.